Hello and welcome to Jerry's Cornish Kitchen. And in this episode I'm showing you a simple little dish. It is fish Florentine. I'm going to put a piece of white fish on top of some wilted spinach, cover it in cheese sauce and bake it in the oven. Beautiful. Right, I'll get on and show you how to make it. So here is all the ingredients for our lovely cheese sauce. There is 40 grams of butter, 40 grams of plain flour, one very small fine diced white onion, a teaspoon of English mustard, one vegetable stock cube, one bay leaf, 75 grams of grated mature cheddar and 25 grams of grated Parmesan. And into all this we have 550 ml of milk. Right, I'm going to get on and make it. So we put a pan on a medium heat, and once it's heated up we add our butter. Once the butter starts to melt, we can add our finely diced white onions. Give them a good stir. Remember, we're just trying to sweat them, not colour them. At this stage we also add our bay leaf. This will give our sauce a lovely little bit of flavour. Once we're happy the onions are cooked, we add our plain flour. Give it a good stir. Remember, we don't want it to catch on the bottom of the saucepan. Once we're happy that the flour and butter is completely incorporated, we allow it to cook out. Once this is done, we gently and gradually start adding our milk. Not too much, just a little at a time, giving it a good stir. It's probably a good idea right about now to use a whisk. We give it a good whisk, and as it starts to thicken, we'll add a little bit more milk. It's important now to give it a really good whisk and make sure it's really well incorporated. Right about now I like to put my vegetable stock cube in, crumble it in and whisk this in. Make sure the whole cube has been dissolved into the sauce and add a teaspoon of English mustard. This won't just give it flavour, it'll give it colour. Now give it a good whisk, and as it's thickened a bit more, we add some more milk. We allow the sauce to come up to a gentle simmer and add our grated cheddar cheese and our grated Parmesan cheese. We whisk this in, making sure the cheese is completely incorporated and completely melted. As the sauce looks a little bit thick, we'll just finish off the last little bit of our milk. We now give it a good whisk and we'll bring it up to a gentle simmer. It's a good idea now just to check how it tastes. And I can assure you, it tasted great. Of course, don't forget to take out the bay leaf. And that is our sauce finished. So for the wilted spinach, I have 25 grams of butter and about 200 grams of spinach. Now if you want to get a bag of spinach, you know, the little baby spinach, absolutely fine. This has come straight from my garden and I've washed it, and now I'm going to chop it just roughly, just like this. Now if you're using baby spinach, don't worry about chopping it, you really don't need to. And when I'm sautéing this off, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and ground white pepper. Right, I'm going to get on and cook this. So I've put a small frying pan on a medium heat and added some butter. Once the butter starts to melt, we add our spinach. Put it all in and give it a good little stir around. Spinach takes next to no time to cook. You'll see it's already starting to wilt. I like to season with a little bit of salt and a little bit of ground white pepper. As you can see though, the spinach is wilting so fast now. Once it reaches this stage, I like to put it to one side of the pan, take the pan off the heat and let it cool down. It's really important to let it cool down for the next bit, because I like to squeeze it. You're squeezing the juice out so as to not make the Florentine too runny. Once you're happy you've got most of the liquid out, take it out of the pan, stick it in a pot and save it for later. For this dish I'm using about 500 grams of white fish fillets. As you can see here, I've got 4 nice fillets. That's because this is for my wife, myself and my 2 kids. But you use whatever white fish you like and have as much as you want, but this is the sort of amount that we would eat. Lovely. So before I make this dish, I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees centigrade, which would be 160 if you have a fan oven, 350 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. Right, now we're going to assemble. So the spinach, which I've squeezed out most of the water, is put into the bottom of the dish. I'm going to fold these fillets over so that they make 4 nice little servings in my dish. There we go, just like that. I'm going to season the fish just very slightly with a mixture of salt and ground white pepper. And then we pour over our lovely cheese sauce. And then to finish it off, I grate a little bit more of our mature cheddar cheese straight over the top. Now this is going to go into our preheated oven for about 20 minutes. But check it, it may need slightly more, it may need slightly less. It just really depends on how much fish you've put in. Oh, and another little tip, put it on a tray, and then if it bubbles over, you're only cleaning a tray and not your oven. And in it goes. And there we have it, our lovely fish Florentine. Now I baked mine in the oven for 20 minutes and then I finished it under a hot grill just to toast the cheese up a bit. It looks smashing, I reckon. So there's our lovely haddock Florentine, and I think this one just needs a little sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley. I don't think every dish needs a sprinkle of parsley, but there's something about fish in a nice cheese sauce that parsley just works with. So there we have it, my fish Florentine. Absolutely beautiful. Now if you've enjoyed watching this video, please press the subscribe button, please like the video and please comment. I'm always happy to hear what you have to say. And thank you very much for watching Jerry's Cornish Kitchen. Bye bye now.